Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be sharing a vintage punch recipe, and I'm going to be making that in this vintage punch bowl that I bought I think last year. I've never even taken it out of the box before. You can tell it's pretty old. I got it for $25, as you can see on the tag there. I honestly love this little like appetizer like cone tree here that's on the box. Very vintage and cute. But anyway, this as you can see was $25. And it's actually new, like it's never been used, because when I took it out of the box, I think it's really cute when you find vintage things. Like you can see on the top there, it says Mr. Cook. I'm not really sure how old this is. To me, it looks like 60s, but I could be wrong. It could be earlier, it could be later. But when I took the bowl out, the sticker was actually still on the inside of the bowl, so it tells me that it has never been used. Although it was pretty dusty for never being used and actually being in a box. But I think it's super, super pretty. I actually had a different punch bowl, but when I found this one, it was one of those things that I felt like if I didn't buy it, I was going to think about it later and wish that I had. So I bought that one, and then I just donated the bowl that I already had. I've never had an occasion to like use it though, so it's just been sitting in the box ever since I got it. But I figured this holiday season would be a great time to try a vintage punch recipe, which I don't think I've ever had like punch like this in my life. It's just not something I've ever done before, and I don't think that we've ever done it in my family before. But spoiler, I did really, really enjoy it a lot, and I seriously had like 10 cups of it that day because obviously we don't have company to help us drink it, so we had to. But it was really, really good, and I definitely plan on making punch again. Hopefully by that time we'll be able to have, people over. I think the cups are super pretty, and then another indicator that it was never used before was the little plastic hooks that go on the side for the cups. They were actually still like sealed in that plastic bag, which I don't know, it's just such a nice gift. Someone probably received it as a gift and then like had never used it but kept it. I've noticed in like older generations that was a lot more common. Like for me, if someone gave me something I wasn't going to use, I would get rid of it like right away. But my grandma had tons and tons of stuff like still new in the box that she had given me, that she just received as gifts. So like I mentioned, everything was really like dusty and dirty, so I definitely wanted to thoroughly wash everything, and I'm showing you this dish soap I've been using because I'm very obsessed with it. I'm very into festive things, and I keep raving about this to everyone who will listen, so I'm going to tell you guys. This soap smells like candy canes, and there is nothing more festive than washing your dishes in what smells like candy canes. So I found this recipe. I just Googled for recipes. I looked in the books that I had and couldn't find anything, and I found this punch called Kris Kringle Punch, and it used Canada Dry products, which I thought was perfect because I'm from Canada. So I didn't actually realize that Canada Dry was like popular outside of Canada, but I think I read that it's like the #1 ginger ale, which I thought was pretty cool. So I found like 2 different recipes. I think I just showed both of them there, but then I just went ahead and used this one, and it was in ounces, so I had to do some converting as well. But so they did not have any like bottles of Canada Dry, so we just had to get some cans of that. And then I'm using a pink grapefruit cocktail, so I'm not going to add the sugar. And then obviously we hit the Canada Dry, and then there was something called Canada Dry High Spot, which I tried Googling, and from what I can determine, it was like a lemon soda. So I just got some Sprite because I figured that would be a good substitute. And then I've got some oranges there and some cherries. So once I got everything washed and had time to dry, and also had time to make some ice because we forgot to buy a bag of ice, I just went ahead and hung all of the cups on the side. And I have to say that my other punch bowl I had like didn't have a stand that it sat on, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like it adds like so much. It looks so like pretty once it's all set up. So I had converted the ounces into liters because that's how we like sell our liquid here, to determine how much we needed to buy, which is about 1 liter. And then I just converted like the liters into cups, which is like just over 4 cups, I think. But I just went with 4 cups to make it easy instead of trying to like estimate if I had poured 1 liter, because these are 2-liter bottles. I think in like other countries they use different things like gallons and stuff. Like I always hear people say they buy a gallon of milk, but we would just buy liters of milk. Anyway, so I just went ahead and poured 4 cups of the Sprite, the ginger ale, the grapefruit juice, and then I just poured 4 cans of the club soda because I think I determined that was around 4 cups, but really I don't know. It doesn't like really matter as long as you're getting like kind of equal amounts in, which the 4 cups would be equal amounts. And if it was a little bit less or more club soda, I don't think it would make a big difference. So I poured that in after I poured the ice in, which the ice like promptly started melting, and I was wishing that I had more ice, but that's all we had, so. And so the recipe said to add like alcohol to taste, and it gave a bunch of different options you could add. We wanted to add gin to it because we thought it would be a good mix, and we had this almost full quart of gin, which is how we sell our alcohol because that might be different too. So we decided to add, we didn't want to pour the whole thing in just in case right away, but spoiler alert, we did end up pouring the whole thing in because poured some in, tasted it, poured some in, tasted it. I was like, I'm just going to dump the whole bottle in and it'll be what it is. But I honestly couldn't even barely taste the gin at all. So like I said, I had like 10 cups of it that day, and I don't even think I really felt the buzz. So I don't know. I think if I made it again, I would just pour like a whole quart in. I did think it was a nice mixture with the pink grapefruit, and I don't even like grapefruit. So I was worried I wasn't going to like this, but I did end up really liking it. And yeah, I mean, I guess you don't have to add alcohol, but anyway, well, everything was like, while I was making ice, I cut the orange slices, so I just cut them into slices, and then I just notched out a little piece all around the edge just to make it look fancy. I've seen this in like vintage photos before, and then I put a cherry in the middle because I thought it made it look cute. And then the rest of the cherries I was adding to it, I just also put in the freezer so that they would be almost like add to the ice. I figured it wouldn't hurt since I was short on ice. It also kind of helped them too, like the cherries kind of stuck to the middle of the orange, except for the one. I think the orange just couldn't support the cherry because I tried and it just fell off, so whatever. But I think that it made it look super cute. I probably would have put more oranges on it, but I wasn't really sure at the time, so I just got 1 orange because I didn't want to waste another orange. But you could definitely probably fit 2 oranges worth of slices. But I think it looks super cute, and it turned out so good. Like, I'm definitely gonna make it again. That's how good it was. And that was surprising because, like I said, I don't like grapefruit. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know, I just thought it would be fun. I love doing these like vintage recipes, but I don't have a lot of time right now to do something like baked or cooking or something, so I thought this would just be fun. Plus, I really wanted to try out the punch bowls. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon with another video.